Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back your lovely faces to a brand new video here on the channel. It seems to be now that every single person who is involved with the Pirates of the Caribbean franchise, be it producers, the directors, the writers or whatever, they all want Johnny Depp to return. Let's take a look at something. So this is actually coming from Terry Rossio, who has written all 5 of the Pirates of the Caribbean movies. He's also written a host of other films, which we will look at after, but he's also the producer on them as well. So far, we've had Jerry Bruckheimer, we've had other cast members. Everyone wants Johnny back. And this is what we got. Exclusive, Johnny Depp returned to Pirates of the Caribbean, welcomed by the producer. After, obviously, he was axed from the lead role because of her. Producer Terry Rossio has said he would happily let Johnny Depp revive his role. The actor was ostracized from Hollywood over the allegations. Johnny Depp has been uncancelled. I like how they put that there. At least as far as Pirates of the Caribbean reboot is concerned. Screenwriter and producer of the swashbuckling franchise, Terry Rossio, tells DailyMail.com that now that Depp has cleaned up his act, he would be welcomed back with open arms. Thing is, the video is by here. I'm not going to play it because they will copyright it, but he doesn't say, well, he's cleaned up his act. It's just, he doesn't say that. In the interview, he said he wouldn't even hesitate to have Depp back on set despite the allegations. He said casting the controversial Hollywood star is not the problem for the sequel, it's finding the right script, co-stars and finances to revive the Disney-owned franchise, which has grossed over $4.5 billion worldwide. See, to me, if you've got a franchise that is making that much money, and that's only from 5 films, I'd be like, right, okay, we want these guys back. We want this writer, we want this director, we want everyone to come back who made those films. Because he even says he wants Gore Verbinski, the director of the first 3, and, he was the writer of them. He's the one who's written numerous other things, which I absolutely love. He wrote the first Shrek film. He also wrote Aladdin, the cartoon one, back in the early 90s. Let's have a look at what he actually did. So we got Little Monsters, Aladdin, The Mask of Zorro, Godzilla, it's an unproduced one, thank God. Small Soldiers, come on. The Road to El Dorado, like we said, Shrek, Treasure Planet, Deja Vu, the Zorro movies. He even wrote National Treasure, the sequel, which I absolutely love that franchise. Again, another Jerry Bruckheimer production. I want another one of that. But obviously, as you can see, he has written a few words like, like The Lone Ranger wasn't that bad, but it wasn't that great. Again, Disney got involved and they were like, no, we gotta cut this out, cut this out, cut this out. And the things that they wrote were absolutely incredible and it would have made the film even better. But as you can see, he's just done so many things. And it's like, why aren't you trusting these guys? But going back to the interview. Speaking exclusively on camera at the premiere of his new film, Protocol 7, he said, Johnny is beloved. I wouldn't even hesitate on Johnny Depp. When you have the writers, the producers, even the director, if they do go back, they all want him. And like he says here about, Johnny isn't the issue. The issue is there a story worthy? They're always going to find a story to go because it's making money. That's why. Is the script good? Can it be directed well? Can the finances be worked out? Those are the issues. The issue has nothing to do with Johnny. From that statement there, to me, I think it's all to do with the finances. I really do. I really do think that Disney, even though they are absolutely just messing up everything they're touching at this moment in time, with this, I think they would be, what's it going to take to bring Johnny back? And to be honest with you, I can guarantee you as well, if they went to Johnny, we will offer you $300 million, he would take it. Because he knows how special this character is to people. And he loves his fans. It does go on. Says obviously he was nominated for the Academy Award for Best Adapted Screenplay for Shrek, and he added that Disney should not just look at Depp returning, but attempt to bring back the main cast of the original Oscar-nominated debut Pirates movie, Curse of the Black Pearl, not Dead Man's Chest. When these people get these things mixed up, it really irks me, it really does. Asked how far Disney bosses have gotten in their revival plans, he pleaded ignorance. Oh my gosh, I don't have any inside information. I'm sorry, I can't say. Even though he's the one who's wrote it and he is producing it. But then he noted other factors are holding up the reboot, and that sometimes it can take over a decade, even for desired movies to be made. The Indiana Jones movie. He said everybody wanted it, but it took, 15, 16 years for it to come out. And Disney absolutely just ruined the legacy of Indiana Jones. And to be honest with you, it wasn't that, everyone wanted an Indiana Jones 5. Harrison Ford even said no, but then he was like, oh, don't know. I'll only do it if Steven does it. Steven B. Spielberg was like, I'm not making any more Indiana Jones films. George Lucas, nah, I've sold it. I don't care. So not everyone wanted it. And it obviously goes in about the scheduling, the availability, finances, creative control, the disposition of the studio, the planets have to align on any movie. It's a miracle that anything ever gets done. But when you have a movie which is as big as this, they normally get all of that sorted before anything. And the majority of the times, it's like, yeah, this is going to happen. But we'll have to wait and see. Last year, franchise producer Jerry Bruckheimer, he spoke to have Depp back, but he never confirmed that Disney were on board. His comments will delight fans, given many had petitioned him to come back after winning his trial against the ex-wife. The actor famously told the trial under questioning that Disney dropped him from the 6th film after she accused him, which is very, very true, because her article went out in December, I believe it was December the 18th, or just a day or so beforehand. And then, just before Christmas, yeah, Johnny Depp, we're not going to have him. There's so many things going on. And then obviously the Virginia jury found that he proved elements of defamation. But yeah, to be honest, I am with Terry Rossio. We need to get all these characters back, all of them. Jeffrey Rush, we need to get Keira Knightley, Orlando Bloom. Hell, we even need to get some of the ones from the later films, because I just think what they need to do is, with this one, try and have this as just one big standout and just be the end all, Because with certain franchises, you cannot just recast certain people. It works with the Bond films, it works with Batman, Superman, some comic book ones. That's because with those ones there's been different iterations and different styles. It's a bit like with, even Spider-Man, one of my favourite superheroes. We have seen that change face God knows how many times. Same as Batman. But when you have a role that is significant as Jack Sparrow, because before the first film came out, it wasn't exactly pop culture, was it? Pirates of the Caribbean. Well, pirates just dead in the water, literally, in Hollywood. But when you got superheroes and all this, different people can portray them. Bond. Different people can portray him because it's going to be a different series, different types. The Sean Connery ones were more, even though they had bits and elements of comedy, they were more like action spy. Then you had Roger Moore, more comedy, because of the way he was and the way he acted. A bit along the lines of like The Saint, which is what he also starred in. Then obviously you had the more action adult-orientated with Timothy Dalton. Pierce Brosnan trying to bring them all together. And then obviously Daniel Craig as the more gritty, literally this guy could kill you. And there was hardly any comedy until like the last two, which was just ridiculous. I don't know why they started it. But they were obviously done because of the Bourne films. Pirates of the Caribbean. These are people you cannot recast. There's so many other things, but these are because these people have made these characters iconic. To be honest with you, out of all superheroes, personally, I don't think you can recast Iron Man. Robert Downey Jr. is Tony Stark. Johnny Depp is Jack Sparrow. This is what we got, guys. It's interesting to see because obviously they all want him back. They all do. And he says obviously he enjoyed the 5-minute standing ovation at the Cannes Film Festival. Rossio believes that with Depp's career back on the rise, Disney should reunite all of them for the comeback. Clear the best Pirates film in my mind will be the first one and bring everyone back. Yeah, he was even nominated for the Academy Award for Best Actor for the first film. But yeah, it's going on, and these just things now about certain things that they've heard, like the upcoming reboot. It's going to be an all-female one. It's going to be all of this. And it's just a bunch of bollocks, really. Because you can try and do other ones with different characters. It may be a good film, but a lot of people are going to be like, yeah, Johnny's not in, there's no Jack Sparrow, it hasn't just got that oomph, you know, with certain actors when they bring to a role. But that's what we got, guys. Let me know what you think about this down below. We all want Johnny back. Do you think Disney would basically be like, okay, whatever you want, and you would accept? Or do you think he would accept it because he knows it's what the fans want? Let me know what you think about this down below, guys. Enjoy your weekend, and I shall see you soon.